Всем привет, друзья! С вами Арагорн. Мы продолжаем играть, точнее, начинаем играть КИНГДОМКАМ Deliverance вторую часть. Сейчас начнем. Драгонаджи выйдем. Это сохранились. КИНГДОМКАМ. Я играю с аккаунта, точнее, мне дал поиграть и Лекс. Там у него голд издание. Ну, так, будем иногда играть. Принять, что? Быстродействие у нас. Новая игра. Погнали. В начале 15 века в королевстве Богемия разразилась война. Король Вацлав IV попал в плен к мятежникам на Понятно. Законного короля. Ладно. Суходол, 1403 год. Требую не ослаблять.
Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move! Father!
Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze. Get ready!
Rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Первую часть я не играл, поэтому не знаю. Сейчас, 5 сек. Гори, гори, ясно, чтоб не погасло.
You're finished. I'll kill you, you cunt!
Просто всех воинов это... Раздеваем всех.
at this. Just calm down.
Dentist Fortuna, fucking you vat. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Dentist Fortuna, you vat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Auden, whatever. What does that actually mean?
O dentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Berghoff and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be so... Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole? But we can enjoy some adventure. See a bit of the world. Meet new women. And simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold. And I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere. So I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me. My bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir, Trotsky.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Berghoff must be made of money. Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanners take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye.
Согласимся, короче, с ними.
He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, eh? Hold up your eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing. Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we stand a chance against them.
Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Bergov from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas.
Well,
While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry. From Skalitz.
Индержих из Скалицы. Я советник. Я советник, я следопыт. Солдат превыше всего ценит оружие, в руке крепкий доспех, а еще известен вспыльчивым характером. Советник предпочитает решить проблему, пользуясь своими знаниями, острым языком и добрым словом. Разведчик скрывает в тени и решает задачи тихо, незаметно и скрытно. Вот следопыт, может.
I serve Sir Hans as a scout and tracker.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, So why should I trust you?
Сейчас. Так, убеждение. Так. Выбрав красноречие, вы попытаетесь разрешить ситуацию, прибегнув к своим дипломатическим способностям. Кроме того, вы можете сделать упор и своей благородной внешности. Люди более склонны верить хорошо одетому пану, нежели нищему. Еще один вариант. Попытайтесь убедить собеседника в том, что вы рыцарь.
Want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. That's why we're talking here. We have no intention of attacking you. You might be concerned that we're lying about who we are, but we showed you our letter with its seal. That should be enough for you, or is it not?
You don't seem like any messenger to me. More like some uppity brat. Didn't you say you were a tracker? What would you know about documents? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Don't listen to him, Captain. He's traveling with me for the first time, and evidently, he's got a bit above himself. We've come on the orders of Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanush of Lipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed I will. Thank you, Captain.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall. Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone led a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God, what kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, Captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe.
I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
I assume you can hear that damn dog of yours barking. Can you sort him out?
Призвать барбос к порядку.
Mutt! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right.
Well then, Henry.
I'll see what I can get for you.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
Look out!
How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
I do not.
Oh? And how come you always win then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win, because you always lose.
Ha ha. Very droll.
Seriously though, Conrad, my old mate. Roll a few, eh?
No.
Hey, Conrad, one little game, eh?
Leave me alone. I know you only too well. It's all one little game. One little game. And then you go and take my last grocery.
Here, Mutt!
Why don't we carry on to the flying atrocity?
Track!
Ничего нет пока что.
Give over, tankard.
Ругалик ругаликом. Сейчас.
Well then, Henry.
Вино.
Tankard, stop with that. Your whistling is getting on my fucking nerves the whole way. Leave it off.
Here, Mutt!
Ясно. Тут ничего нету. Ясно. Так. Рогалики.
I can't go wandering off now.
Ямбочки.
Here, mutt.
Henry, what the fuck was that about?
What was what about?
With that captain? I thought they got us all. The way you provoked him.
You're right. I got a bit carried away.
Well, you shouldn't have. We're lucky they didn't shoot us down on the spot. Did you notice how many of them there were? You better keep your nose out of it next time.
I apologise. You're right.
That's all right. I understand how you feel. His tone got on my nerves too. And keep quiet tomorrow in front of von Berghoff. I'm here to do the talking. We'll deliver our message and fulfill our mission. If we arrange a truce with the League of Lords, then Hanush will finally have to take me seriously. Well, since you're so sure of yourself, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
So, shall we start?
Do you think we're gonna fight with our cocks? Put on your helmet and armor, grab a practice sword, and come along.
Watch that tankard. You play dice with him, you'll lose your brace.
You know these parts?
A little. It's all rocks and woods. Lovely to look at, but shit for hunting in. If you don't watch your step, you could easily fall down some fissure.
So you've been in Trotsky before?
Not Trotsky itself. Once I just passed through here with Sir Hanusha's escort.
Ah, I expect that's why he sent you with us.
No doubt, but also because I'm not as rash as you youngsters. And besides, as the cook, I make sure you lot don't gobble up all the supplies at once.
Привет, Игорь.
Do you know why we're going to Trotsky?
For some big political parley.
Yeah, of course. I'm just wondering if you know what's in that message we're carrying.
Not really, but I reckon our lords want to sound out von Burgo. Bear in mind the times we're living in. King Wenceslas under lock and key in Vienna, and his brother Sigismund, meanwhile, shamelessly.
Пока хорошо. Сейчас. Сейчас параметр нельзя.
We need to know who's going to stand on our side if things get even worse. And the Royal Chamberlain, von Burgo, has the land reserves under his thumb. So he's a big player.
To tell the truth, I'm starting to get a bit anxious about what to expect tomorrow. I think our big mission will be successful.
Nothing to worry about. We'll get to Trotsky, Sir Hans and von Burgo will parley, and then we'll ride back. Done.
You're a bit sure of yourself, eh?
Well, this ain't my first time delivering a message. Everything will go according to plan.
Казино.
Don't you worry.
Вози на 3 топора.
We might even discuss how to make peace with Sigismund.
Peace? I don't know. Sigismund is winning and he won't want to parley for peace. But I hope there's some chance of a truce at least, an armistice. The main thing is that it don't get no worse. Hacking up Cumans is one thing, but if it comes to Czechs fighting against Czechs, that'd be nasty.
То есть скорее.
Listen, would you have some scraps for a mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Блин.
Hey, Oates. Didn't you notice the way Mutt was looking at you? You're lucky I called him off, but I might not be on time next time. So it would be better if you got on his right side. So give him that sausage, eh?
So that's your way, is it? Suit yourself then. Take the damn sausage since it's so important to you. But I'll remember what kind of fuller you are.
Here, Mutt.
Все, ешь. Интересно, как могила роется там. Я пока вот это не понимаю, что делать тут. Облачиться в доспех, а в какой, как?
Can we start with the sword play?
Where's your helmet? Surely you don't want me to poke your eye out.
Я опять не понимаю, что делать тут. Вопрос, как в инвентарь зайти? А, вот это тут. А, вот все.
Can we start with the swordplay?
You've got your armor. Good. I won't hold back. Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, I'll take the lead.
I just can't wait.
Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got?
Да, что уж.
Well, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Leave me some room. Enough.
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself while you're attacking.
Да, я знаю, да. Вот тут да. У меня сегодня посылка на таможню приехал. Пошлину оплатил.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard.
Так, как блокировать, что-то не понял.
Why don't you cover yourself? Defend yourself properly.
Да, с проектором.
Why don't you cover yourself? Nice. Good. Cover for Christ's
блядь.
sake. Good. Don't get so close to me. That's the way. Cover for Christ's sake. Defend yourself
бля, заебал.
properly. Good.
Всё.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to
Чё-то
make an opening to strike back.
просто непонятно, он
You do
блокирует
that
как-то.
by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Pretty good. Keep your distance, Henry. Try blocking later.
Ага.
Nice, Henry. Nice. What about a riposte? Reckon
Блять.
Manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Nice. You've got to block the strike first. You have to block first.
Блин.
You have to block first. Don't get so close to me. You've got to block the strike first. You have to block first. Too far for you, am I? Block it. Leave me some room.
Ну ты заебал.
You have to block first. You've got to block the strike first.
Ну это да.
You have to block first.
Блин, вот это не понял.
You have to block first. Nice.
На, сука.
Well, you're not as good as Captain Bernard. That wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right. Come on then. Keep your distance, Henry. Well, that's not what you meant to do, is it? Good riposte. All right.
Sure.
I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
Oh.
All right, 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself. Off to a good start. That one hit the spot.
Бля, это сколько заело. Ну. Ну, сука, заебал. Дежавю. Ты победил тачек на тренировке в очередной раз. Ай, бля.
See, you're unstoppable. Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trusky. Now let's go and eat. That sword blade gave me twice.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
Не знаю, выиграл или не выиграл.
Too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
Смотря в каком смысле голубых кровей.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
Живучесть, ловкость, сила, красноречие.
He was well pissed off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we dragged you home right away.
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot.
Throwing groschen around like that? Fellas, if a rainy day comes, you'll be fucked.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? Hmm? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Pesha.
Ну, я так и понял, элита, короче.
Kept the milk.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's brave. She saved my life when I went back to Scallis after it was razed to bury my parents. And a bunch of mercenaries attacked me. And that's all I'll say.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
I walked around a bit to scout out just in case. I was looking for some good rock overhang we could all shelter under. If I found anything, we wouldn't have to get soaked.
So we got woken up by a bit of a shower. Yeah.
Shower? I could still be wringing out my brace.
It didn't look like it was going to rain.
It did to me, though. But you didn't want to listen to me.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should...
Ну, это нормально, то, что еда портится. В Skyrim такой, как бы, сталкер такое было.
Not back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court.
Ну да, это да, ну то же самое было и да, в Сталкере, в Скайриме. В принципе, всем похоже.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the royal chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
В Сталкере такой был, да, с испорченными продуктами.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords.
Сейчас.
No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Ishvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Это, в принципе, логично, что бухло там. Потому что, да, в принципе, воск спасает от радиации.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? You don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages.
So, here, I intend to live a little.
Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief! I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Да, красиво все.
He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will...
Я вот такую кольчугу, кстати, носил, как у них. В музей в какой-то мы ходили, нам давали кольчугу на себе поносить. Такая пиздец тяжелая.
Catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Да, в реальности носил. Впечатления крутые. Я даже шлем носил. Но она просто пиздец тяжелая, блин. А я тогда в детстве был, сколько? Мне там, не знаю, лет, может, 13 было, 12. Но они же не геи, чтобы голыми плавать.
You're right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. I'd enjoy shrinking.
Ну и плюс игра не пропустит этого. Точнее, как бы не пропустили бы ее в продаже даже. Ну да. Вес кольчуги где-то это 40-50 килограмм. Ну, да, оно было.
Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Follow me. Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer. Stop your nonsense and crouch down. If they spot you, the fun will be over. Shit. What am I doing laundry? We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking.
Да. Он такой извращуга, видимо.
Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Hey?
What are you doing? We'll go even closer, but carefully.
Бывает и такое. На, сука.
Stop your nonsense and crouch down. If they spot you, the fun will be over.
О, бойня.
You've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
На, ебать. Пиздец.
Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone. Then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said! What the fuck? She's mine!
Ну нахуй.
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiot! After them! On the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
Just now! Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side! Oh, these horses, quick!
Да, веселуха.
Mott. What the fuck was that, Henry? You're rescuing a damsel in distress.
I'm done with running.
Oh, oh really? What exactly do you call...
Yeah, right.
Oh shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah!
Fuck! We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I know. I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Бежать по...
Get out of the woods and find someone. And I'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trotsky? There's someone in front of us. Now.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them.
Тут дядьки с факелами
And then
ходят.
kill them. No fucking around. You. What? Keep your eyes peeled. Go around. You two, go up there. Get a move on.
Use your head.
You watch this side of the rock.
Stick behind me.
And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back, give me a full report. Footprints, blood trails, everything.
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Get to work. You honestly think you can swim all the back way across? Shut up. When a cheap boy hear you, it's still easier here. Than that skirmish now. Nothing about pitch black. When all your talk doesn't blind you. Now. Still can't see black.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck.
I played dice against left.
They're coming here. Stand still.
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they try to swim across the pond, it's about half dead somewhere on the bank.
Run, quick.
А теперь бежим.
No, fuck. They're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
They're playing into the rock. Hurry. Run around. Catch them at the top.
What now? Shit! Take cover!
Run ahead of them.
Where now, for fuck's sake?
Бежим, бежим. Форест.
Come here.
onto the rocks at night when we can't see shit?
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it. This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
There's a path, but through fissures. Oh, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
That was a hellish maze. Let's go.
You're a dead man!
Блин. Улетели. Пиздых.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory. It has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Ah. Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Why dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then how come?
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. Maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry. Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. He broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, he won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all.
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, help you up.
Спасение.
How are you holding up? For Christ's sake, Henry, talk to me. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
Horseman. Faster.
I'm doing what I can, pal. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
The gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Баги. У него там.
Let's not shit ourselves. We can do this, Henry.
Bianca.
Come on.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Are you mad?
My mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sarah.
Christ's sake.
Anything happens.
Come on. You can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus. Henry, pull yourself together. Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things. Don't give
Да.
into it.
Колбасит прям по полной.
Make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
Dead. They're all dead.
We aren't yet. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on. Hold on.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed. But don't worry. I'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, all sons. Think against Scott!
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
From scouts. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground? Huge army. They attacked without warning. Get all the people inside the gates.
Не надо, сегодня будет у нас стрим. Скоро закончим, наверное.
Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulis. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now.
Привет, Алекс.
There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
Нахрен мне козлик ваш?
What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
Сейчас посмотрим.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon.
Потому что не за мои деньги кроссовки были куплены.
I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
Я не понял, про что ты, а чё деньги-то? Чьи ты имел в виду?
No part of me that doesn't hurt, inside and out.
Сейчас.
Mostly my shoulder where I took an arrow.
Это деньги соцзащиты. Они мне сегодня перевели 17 тысяч.
Little wonder then. But you're conscious and talking. That's a good sign. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more. Especially at
Да, наверное, ушел.
So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that.
Остановить
I need to get
кровотечение.
a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Ushena's my name.
I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Страшное падение. Так, кровотечение.
Damn. The wound is still bleeding. Better bandage it up. Quick before I bleed out.
Угу. Так, дневник. Поесть, плотность в корыте. Окей. Вечер это тоже хорошо. Хотя бы что-то, да. Не, ну тут нет козла, я не знаю где-то.
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more. Aye. True bliss is a full belly. You did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine.
Сейчас заканчивать
Either
будем.
put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before hands beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him.
Да, там дела есть.
But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of...
Ромашку, шалфей собрать.
I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
True. I might have been a bit hasty. Leaving him lying around here doesn't seem like a good idea.
And it ain't either. But what can I do? I'll have to take care of it with Pavlena when she gets back. Of course, if it bothers you and you feel up to it, grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles.
Yeah. I'll see whether I'm up to it.
Взять лопату. Надо 9. Последний сейв был. Ладно, давайте закончим на этом. То, что с вами был Арагорн. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте большие пальцы вверх. И всем пока-пока.